Bororiet.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm really glad to speak to this particular matter, Madam Speaker, since it is a matter that has been troubling us for quite a length of time. Madam Speaker, many of our residents, of our citizens, in wherever they are, they suffer this particular situation, and especially when the Ministry of Education introduced birth certificates as a compulsory document to use in the registration and in the allocation of, if it is the funds which are allocated to both primary and secondary school, Madam Speaker. They made it compulsory that unless a child has a certificate or a birth certificate, you cannot access those particular services, Madam Speaker. And therefore, this should have been gone, it should have gone in tandem with the compulsory decision that every child must use a birth certificate, and that every child also must be made easier to access that birth certificate. But when you look at the situation we are having currently, Madam Speaker, people have to travel over 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers. People have to use over 5,000 to 10,000 shillings to access these particular certificates, Madam Speaker. And yet it has been made compulsory in registration. So I think at that particular point when the Ministry of Education was making it compulsory, should have also made it accessible to all the kids just around those areas. And in fact, the idea of Mheshimiwa Wangari to bring it even to the sub-county level, that one should have been done previously by the ministry, so that now we should be discussing of even devolving it more to the ward level. Because, Madam Speaker, these are services that are supposed to be given by the government to the people of this republic. Just like the national identity card, they should have, in fact, the national identity card is not even more, although it is being used severally, but you see, that one comes only when you are 18 years. And that is when you will have the capacity to even look for it. But for the birth certificate, this is a certificate for a small kid, probably on birth. So this should have come even up to the ward level so that people can access it. Madam Speaker, however, I'm excited with this amendment, and I believe that it's going to go through, because this is something which has made our people suffer, spend a lot of money, and made most of the kids, like when you go to some schools, Madam Speaker, most of the kids do not access the capitation. I think they call it capitation or something like that, because they do not have the birth certificates. Madam Speaker, I'm one of those people also who suffer. In my constituency, Bororiet, we do not have births and death certificate registration office. And I don't know, I would have wished the chair was around, because I have fought for that particular office for, I don't know, around 3 to 4 years, trying to work on it. I've even leased an office, Madam Speaker, paid rent for something like 1 year, painted it, even painted the births and deaths, just to look like an office. I've even bought computers. I've bought, furniture to that office, but it is still lying idle. I have kept on calling these people that these are surfaces you people should be looking for us, to ask us, where can I put this office? Not the other way around, not members asking you, we really want an office. So, Madam Speaker, I think this is a wake-up call to the Interior Department, and I would wish the peers concerned to really take this matter seriously, implement it immediately upon the passage of this House. We don't want this thing to wait. We have been appropriating funds here, Madam Speaker, towards the same. So we want it acted upon as fast as possible, so that our people should not be traveling long distance. Mine are traveling as far as Kilgoris, which is around 50, 60 kilometers, and it's very expensive. And sometimes when there are issues along the borders, Madam Speaker, our people just stay at home, they cannot access it. Lastly, Madam Speaker, as on the question of UPS, I don't know, the UPI, the minister was talking about it yesterday. I'm a little bit skeptical, Madam Speaker, because I normally read the Bible in tandem with our Constitution. And the Bible tells us there will be a number that will be branded on each and every face, number 666. which will be. So I'm a little bit skeptical on that UPI stuff, Madam Speaker. I thank you and I support the amendment in totality.
Religious matters. Now that you have talked about religious matters, I'd like to give this opportunity